Hello everyone, it's Nicholas, otherwise known as SwiftKick33, and today I'm back again with another video. Before we get into it, I would just like to say thank you for 30 subscribers. I hope you're enjoying my content. And yeah, let's get into the video. So, this video today, as you can probably see by the title, is my reaction to Jake Paul versus Deji and KSI versus Logan Paul. You obviously won't be able to see the fight, but I looked at it just before making this video, just to recap. So just so you know, this video cost me £8 to make. So you should all watch this and hit the like button and remember to subscribe. Join SwiftKick33 and all the other 30 subscribers. Okay, so first, and I'll explain what my thinking, who won each round, and yes. So, Deji versus Jake Paul. Jake Paul got absolutely beaten up, and Deji showed so much heart, just keeping the fight. You could really see his cardio was letting him down. He was tiring out, but he still kept in the fight and kept plugging away at Jake Paul. He made his nose bleed. It got on the floor, it got on the ref, it got on everyone. But I feel like Jake dominated the fight and showed his technique, and his grit also came through. Respect to both of them, to be honest. I honestly thought Jake Paul would win, even though I didn't want him to win. But I definitely think Deji put up a good fight, and maybe if he improves his cardio, the rematch could be a bit different. So, look out for that. Now, round one, Jake Paul. Even in round one, Deji started to beat up Jake Paul and his nose started to run. But like I said, Jake Paul was plugging away at Deji. Deji was plugging away at Jake Paul. But Jake eventually was making him more tired with those jabs, the constant jabs. I feel like both the Paul brothers were really good with the jabs, keeping the Deji and KSI away and using their height and weight advantages. But Jake, and I'm no professional boxer, so if I say something wrong, I'm sorry. I don't do boxing for a living or analyze boxing. But yes. Well, Jake was throwing some great hooks around, but his jab was really what was keeping him in it. Those body shots were really tiring out Deji. And even though Deji kept going for the face and making him bleed, I think Jake's technique and the amount of punches he threw and how he didn't miss too much gave him the victory through all of the rounds. I think round two was when Deji came through and started really beating up Jake Paul, but I think Jake Paul won all 5 of the rounds until Deji's team had to throw in the towel. And yeah, I really enjoyed watching that fight. I expected it to be good, and it was good, to be honest. So, worth £8 there. Now on to the main event. KSI versus Logan Paul. So, this match, it was a draw. Everyone's like, oh, it's rigged. Oh, it's fake. Ugh. I really don't think it is. These men both put so much effort and time and training into this, and they equally as shocked that it's a draw as we all are. You can see by their faces in the video if you were to look it up. Anyway, my opinion, KSI should have won. I know you might think, oh, you're so biased. You like KSI more. Yes, I do like KSI more. And I respect Logan Paul for giving the go that he did during the fight. But I think KSI just edged it in the end, in that his cardio really got him through the latter rounds. And everyone says he played a bit dirty, but I mean, Logan Paul was really tiring and kept clinching the whole entire time. So I think KSI really got that. Round 1 and round 2, all Logan Paul. KSI said in his video he was trying to suss out Logan Paul and see how he's punching. That's arguable. I think that's what I was thinking during the fight. But I mean, you could argue that Logan Paul was just not tired. He was throwing hard punches. and that he really got the beating of KSI in round 1 and 2. And then, at the beginning of round 3, KSI's team, or KSI, must have thought something. Like, holy crap, I'm losing this fight, I need to turn it on. Round 3 and round 4, KSI absolutely came back, started evading most of Logan's punches. He started proving more pivotal punches and putting a bit more power into the the couple of punches he did. In the previous 2 rounds, he looked like Joe Weller in the previous fight, but now in round 3 and round 4, he started coming out as a KSI from the previous fight. And at this stage, Logan Paul was getting super tired. So now, on to the 5th round. Also, Logan's team, or Logan must have thought, wow, KSI came back in this. You really need to come up. So Logan Paul came out. He somehow sucked up a bit of energy, and that was, I think, one of the most fairest, the fairest round. I think both of them gave a couple of good hard punches, and they both came at it. But I think Logan just edged that fight based on the punches he did that were harder and were bigger than KSI's. Now on to round 6. That's without a question, KSI's. Logan Paul was halfway dead. He sat down in the middle, and KSI was making him look like a fool, just beating him up. Yes, I know I said both rounds were 3-3, but I think it's kind of silly, because if you watch the fight, one of the judges said KSI would win, and the other 2 said a draw. So it was a majority draw, which I think is kind of stupid, because KSI won by a point. KSI proved much better. It proved that he had much more stamina and cardio advantage than Logan Paul did. So, that was my reaction to KSI versus Logan Paul and Jake Paul versus Deji. Fair play to all of them. You gave it a good go, and I really enjoyed watching that fight. See you all later. Bye!